Hello YouTube, this is the first in a series of flashlight reviews. In this episode we'll be reviewing the Surefire U2 Ultra. This flashlight has a LED emitter with a variable output. Now to start out with, I'd like to go over some quick specifications with you about the flashlight. And all of this data is available on Surefire's website in case you want more information. It has a maximum output of 100 lumens. It has a length of 6 inches, a bezel diameter of 1.47 inches, weight with batteries is 5.7 ounces. It uses 2 batteries, and the type is the 123A lithium battery, which is typical of all Surefire lights. As I mentioned earlier, this is a variable output LED, which sets this light apart from most of Surefire's other lights, and that you can turn this bezel here and adjust the output of the light, and you can range it from 6 levels of output, ranging from 2 lumens at the minimum to 100 lumen maximum. I'll give you just a quick look at how the bezel works, and later I'll show you how the beam actually looks. That's a maximum output there. You can see it steps down, it's not a gradual. And now it's stepped down to, there you go, you can see it now. But anyways, now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what the beam looks like. As you can see here, there's no dark spots in the beam. It has a very bright center. And as you move up from the center, it slowly tapers off into the edge of that circle, and it's a pretty big cutoff right there. Right now, the flashlight on the maximum 100 lumen setting. Now I'm about to show you the different stages, but as I do that, my camera is going to adjust for the brightness in the room. So just bear in mind, it's hard to tell really how bright it is on a video. But maybe this will give you an idea of what the beam pattern looks like. I'll give it a second to adjust. There's the next stage. I'll give it a second to adjust. And you'll notice the rest of the door beginning to get brighter as the camera adjusts to the light. And that's the final 2 lumen stage of the light. I like this a lot for traveling or reading in the car. If your overhead dome lights are very bright in your car and your passenger wants to read, that can be very distracting to the driver. But this is a great option for that. Whereas it puts out very little light, but it is enough to read, and it directs the light very well towards whatever the passengers are trying to read and keeps it from reflecting off your windows. This flashlight comes with a pocket clip. Just very handy if you want to take it with you a lot. To show you what it looks like in your hand, kinda. Sometimes the Surefire pictures can be deceptive as far as the size of that guy's hands. But it fits pretty good in your hand. The battery life of this light is rated for 2 hours, what Surefire describes as tactical runtime. What that means to Surefire is the light output will remain above 50 lumens. So my understanding is as soon as you turn the light on, the light output is going to begin to decay, and after 2 hours it's expected to be at 50 lumens. So this gives you an idea of how long it will last. I've used it for much longer than that. The decay is gradual, so you don't really notice it so much. But if you do want more than 50 lumens, you may want to keep an eye on your how long you've been using your batteries and change those out every so often. As with all, or most Surefire flashlights, I think they all are, it has a glass lens, which is very nice. It's very scratch resistant. It's not going to melt on you. There's a look at inside the bezel. You can see the reflector inside there, in case you're interested in that. The bezel is what they call a micro-textured reflector, which creates a kind of a smooth output on the beam with no dark spots. And I'll show you an example of that in a minute. The tail cap is where the switch is on this light. It's a push-on tail cap, where you push to turn it on, push partially, and it's momentary. You push it further, and it clicks and the light stays on. You can hear that click. or you can just push it part of the way in just for momentary use. This light is also weatherproof. It has gaskets underneath the battery cap to hopefully keep water and other things out of the battery compartment. There we go. You can see there's the inside of the tail cap, in case you're interested. Try to keep it in focus with the camera. And there's the threads. So you can see it uses 2 batteries. If you'd like to carry this light around with you for work or other uses but don't want to use the pocket clip, there's an accessory pouch you can purchase that will go on your belt, similar to a cell phone pouch. It is rather large, I think, for a flashlight, but it is an option for you. So my thoughts overall on this flashlight: it's a very good flashlight. I think most Surefire lights are. I like that it has a metal body, although if you're an electrical worker, that's not ideal. I like the glass lens, and I like the variable output LED, but that makes it kind of pricey. So if you're not looking for variable output, if you just want a fixed output, there are more economical options made by Surefire and other manufacturers out there. But if you want an LED flashlight with lithium batteries and variable output, this is the way to go. Hope this helps. Have a great day.